Hello, Mindful Music Muffins, and today I'm back with another 10 wonderful, hopefully, self-care tips for you guys, because I want you guys to look after yourselves, okay? Let's not just talk about random stuff, let's get straight into the list with number 1. Write a daily list of achievements, no matter how small they seem. I literally have recently started doing this. It definitely cheers me up. Like the other day I was having like a bad night and I was feeling really down, but then after I wrote this list I felt good about myself because I was like, oh yeah, I did this and this. Oh, today wasn't so bad. And I mean, when I say like it doesn't matter how small it is, I mean literally it can be I got out of bed today, I had a shower today, or you know, like things that seem really small maybe to some people can be really hard to do those things. So if for you it's an achievement to do it, then put it on that list. Put it on there, okay? You better. I've done that twice now. I guess it helps you to focus on positives a bit more, like in the last video when I was saying about making like a diary of like positive things that happened that day. It's kind of the same principle as that, I suppose, but it basically helps you to realize that you are actually achieving something, because I remember I used to have days where I thought I actually hadn't achieved anything, and sometimes I'll think I haven't achieved anything today, but then I'll try and write the list and then actually I'll surprise myself with like how many things I can come up with, because basically I was achieving things before but I wasn't considering them as achievements. But if you do that and recognize your achievements, you will feel better, or hopefully will feel better about yourself. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2, something I've also only just really started doing recently, and it's to not only avoid caffeine before going to bed, but also to find an alternative that you like. I did this and basically it's made me stop having caffeine, because well, basically what I've decided to do, instead of having like regular tea, I make like fruit tea and mint tea, and now I'm obsessed with it and I'm just buying new flavors all the time. I don't even want caffeine before bed anymore, because I'm like, yes, I get to try my fruity tea again, woo! I get to have whatever flavor I decide to have, because I have like 6 different flavors. Don't judge me. I think that's a good way of like making yourself do it, because if you're just cutting it out but not replacing it with anything, you end up sitting there like, oh, I want tea, give me tea. Well, that's basically me every day anyway. If you have an alternative, then it means if you want tea, you can say, I have tea. Might not be the normal sort, but it's still tea. So you can have that and you still get to have a hot beverage before going to sleep. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh, my favourite one at the moment is peppermint. It's refreshing, but it's also really soothing at the same time, and it smells so good. That's the other thing as well. What I like about fruit tea is that they smell really good as well as tasting really good. And yeah, I think there's definitely a flavour out there for everyone. I've managed to find like 6 that I like, and normally I don't really like fruity teas that much. Anyway, I'm whittering on. I'm just going to move on to point number 3. I think it's a good idea for you to make to-do lists. I have like a little book diary thing that I write to-do lists in like all the time, because it keeps me organized. But not only that, and I think this is in a way almost more important, but also like getting to tick things off the list is so rewarding. Like, I actually did a thing today, woohoo! And it's a double whammy, because you write it on the achievements list as well, and boom, double the goodness. You tick something off, and sometimes it encourages me to like do another thing that's on there, because it felt so good to tick the thing off. I mean, at first it was like whatever, but I don't know, it's one of those little things that you don't think really is a thing and won't really make a difference, but actually it really does, because it's just like it sends off all the feel-good stuff in your brain, because it's like, yay, you achieved something today, and it's really cool. So make some to-do lists, guys. And yeah, hopefully that will help. Speaking of achievements, point number 4 is to reward yourself for them. So like, for example, obviously because I have stupid social anxiety, so like going to the shop and stuff, big deal for me. So like the other day I went to the shop, and while I was there I bought myself a chocolate bar and another flavour of tea. Sorry. Anyway, so that was like my treat for doing it. And actually, since that one time, I went again, because it was like, oh, I can get another treat while I'm there. So, you know, if you have something that you need to do, like a piece of work, or you need to go somewhere and you really don't want to do it, or like you need to have a shower, but you're just like, I can't be asked, then, you know, reward yourself like with chocolate, or watching, I don't know, your favourite TV show or something like that. Just acknowledge that you're doing something and reward yourself for that, because you deserve it for putting in the effort, and hopefully in the long run it will like train your brain, and it will be like, oh, this is a good thing, if I do this thing I get rewards. That's like a really basic like human psychological thing that we have, where we can be trained to do kind of like, yeah, trained to do things based on like rewards and stuff. And yeah, so try it. Psychology wins every time. Back to the whole organization thing again, which I think was point number 3. I think it's good to have like a diary that you can write stuff in, because yeah, it keeps you organized and it can help you remember important dates and deadlines and stuff, so you're less stressed about, I mean, particularly like me, my memory is the worst. Like literally I can be like, what did we do 2 days ago? What did I have for dinner yesterday? My memory is like, it's so bad I don't even remember how bad it is. I'm joking. For me, it's really helpful because if I have the dates written down, it doesn't matter if I forget what date like a piece of work is due, because I have it written down, and as I'm going through my diary I'll go, oh yeah, that thing's due on this day. I mean, I tend to remember anyway because I get like stressed about stuff, and when I'm stressed you can't really, you know, forget about things, but it's nice to have, and it keeps me organised, and it helps me like organise my time and stuff, so I know when to study and I know when not to study, because obviously you have to have breaks. That's the other thing, is you have to have breaks. You can't just study all the time. In the end it will detriment your grades rather than help you. Studying is great, but don't do too much. Diary is a really good thing, and actually they're probably not that expensive either, so I think that works. Point number 6, which is not necessarily one that works for everyone, but I like it anyway, is to have like a really nice set of like coloured pens or pencils. I mean, if you like drawing or doodling, whatever, it's really good for that, which I find is quite good for like stress and that, but also for like the other things with like the diary and stuff. If you have that, if you have like bright colours to write in, and like when you tick stuff off you have like a bright green pen for like big green ticks and stuff, I don't know, personally it just like brightens things up and kind of brightens me up as a result. That sounds kind of stupid, but it's sometimes it really is the little things. I don't know if like you agree with that, but for me, I sometimes think it's the little things that can make a big difference. Point number 7, I think, is to wear like relaxing clothes, so like things that are really comfortable on you. Like it might be like, for me, I have these like jumpers that are quite loose on me, and I've recently got this hoodie that's really big on me, and a t-shirt as well actually, which I sleep in, and oh my gosh, they are so comfy because they're like really big on me and really loose. It doesn't feel like I'm being suffocated, so like if I'm like stressed out, whatever, it can sometimes make it just a teeny bit easier, because you know I can actually like breathe in my clothes. Again, just a small thing, but it might make a difference to you, so you can try it and let me know how it goes. Point number 8, which might be hard for some people, like people like me, I think it's important to try and talk to people in some form, even if it's like through a messenger or something. Like the other day, I messaged my friends to like let them know like, how I've been doing and stuff lately, and I think it's important to do that. Like even if you don't like talking much like face to face, there are other ways, and I think suffering in silence and completely isolating yourself will just make you feel much worse. And honestly, I feel slightly better now that I've like opened up to my friends a little bit, because you know, they can like get to know me better and understand me better, and it also means that if I'm having a hard time with something, they can actually help me, and you know, rather than being like, I don't know what to do, we don't know what's up, they might actually be able to do something because I've told them. And also because of the whole support side of things, I think it's important that you like communicate with someone, even if it's like just your family, to be honest, because I think no one should have to be alone in anything, because it sucks, and to be honest, it can be really helpful when you're having like a really low mood or something, for someone to help you out of it. I think that's important. And my phone is vibrating. Not important. Point number 9, again a small thing, but I've also started doing this recently, is to like try and smile even if you don't feel like smiling, because I mean science has proven this actually. Smiling even if you don't feel like it can actually boost your mood, which is always a good thing. So basically, like even if you're having a bad day, try and smile anyway. I mean, sometimes I'm like, because I'm a weirdo, I'll like walk past the mirror and like smile and wave at myself. I don't know why, like it's not like I'm my own best friend or whatever, but you know, I just walk past like, hey. I don't say that. Why did I do that? I don't know. Sometimes it really does give me a little lift, even if it's just for like a minute. it's worth it, right? And I don't know, maybe in the long term it will help me more. Like I said, I've only just like started doing it fairly recently, so but hopefully it will work out for me and you guys. So yeah, smile. I mean, smiling looks so good on you, so I think you should. I hope you're smiling right now as I'm saying this. That would be awesome. And number 10, I guess I saved the best till last, kind of, because as you know, I love music. I mean, that's what this channel is all about, pretty much. Music is a really, really important tool for self-care, and you're probably thinking, really? But it is, because I think you should use it to express yourself in any way that you can. Listen to music that captures your feelings and like music that relaxes you, because obviously it's important to relax. And if you do write your own music as well, then you can like project your feelings into it. I've done that so many times, like particularly in some of the like really, really dark times. I used to write songs to get the emotions out, particularly as I found it hard to like cry and stuff. I still do, actually, I'm not gonna lie, but basically, you know, it gets out in some form rather than keeping it all bottled up inside and then it's suddenly exploding when it doesn't need to, like, you know, getting upset with the tiniest little thing, which is actually what happens sometimes. Like, earlier today, I started tearing up just imagining something, but then when something actually happens, I don't always cry. It's really weird. But anyway, I think music is really, it can be like a medicine sometimes. I mean, I'm not saying it can cure mental illnesses or that it can, you know, whatever, you know, I'm not saying it can actually fix the problem itself, but it can help you deal with it. I know that it's helped me, and hopefully my music has helped you. Maybe, I don't know, it'd be cool if it has. But you know, I definitely think that music is, I mean, of course I'm going to say that it's important because I'm biased, but you know, I think it is really important. I'm just going to shut up because otherwise I'm just going to say that so many times that you're going to be like, we know your channel name is All Things Music. Of course you like music. Now go away. I'm not saying that you would ever say that. I'm so weird. What's wrong with me today? So that was my second round of top 10 self-care tips. Hopefully some of these will be helpful to you, and the ones, you know, that I've only recently started will hopefully help me as well. I can maybe let you know sometime in the future if they have helped or if they haven't. But if you try any of these, let me know which ones you tried and how helpful they were in the comments on this video or on another video, whatever. It doesn't matter, as long as it gets to me and I see it, it's fine. I love hearing from you guys and knowing whether my videos are helping and all that stuff, because, you know, obviously me rambling off a list of things is, you know, is there any point if it doesn't help anyone? But even if it only helps one person, one of you guys, then this won't have been a waste of time. So hopefully at least one of you guys will get a benefit out of even just one of the points that I made. But hopefully it will do its job. And yeah, I'm just gonna shut up because I'm doing that thing where I waffle before ending the video. Why do I do that? Why do you put up with me, guys? Why? I don't. I'm done. Okay, if you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you want more videos, then you know what you need to do. Obey the cushion, and I'll see you guys next time. Love you guys. Bye. Double-handed wave, because I can. Okay, bye. Honestly though, I really hope this video helps you guys, because self-care is really important and I love you guys and I want you to be happy. That's all I want. Hugs. Oh, big hugs. I'm just hugging myself, but I'm pretending it's you because I love you. Okay, bye. Love hearts, of course. Bye.